Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician, and activist. In this podcast audio, we're going to be sharing a message from the Spiritually Helping Other People podcast. I've been sharing this podcast to inspire humanity to go through a spiritual change, to learn about Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha, and to do the work of helping other people, giving back and making a difference, and learn about the no self and selflessness. In this message, we're going to be talking about the light is within you is the light that comes out of you. Now in life, we all have the light that's within inside of us, right? So we all have a light that's already within our being, right? Already within our humanity, right? The light is within you is the light that comes out of you. So the person you become in your life is based on the light that's already within you. If you've gone through suffering, pain, adversity, and challenges within your life, and difficult times within your life, and your life has gone through a lot of challenges and a lot of difficulties, that gives you the inspiration and the source of encouragement to move forward, right? I think a lot of people have gone through suffering, pain, and adversity in life, and they are really struggling to cope. You have to understand that there's a light that's already inside of you that needs to come out, right? So the light is within you is the light that comes out of you. So if you're inspirational, inspiring, helping other people, giving back and making a difference, helping the animals, helping the universe, and helping society and the world, this light will come out of you. So whoever you need to be within your life for Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha, that will come out. Sometimes we need to go through a spiritual change in life to see the light that's inside of us. I'm not saying that all human beings are perfect, because we're flawed human beings. We've all made mistakes, we've all done things we're not proud of, and we've all gone through things that are very difficult and challenging and traumatizing. But what I'm saying is, you have a light that's already inside of you, something that can give you meaning and value, something that's very important to you. Each human being needs to find that light within themselves before they can help other people, help humanity, help the animals, help the universe. Now you have your opportunity to share your light. You have the opportunity to do your work for helping other people, giving back and making a difference. You have the opportunity to really inspire lives, to change people's lives, to transform people's lives, and to be a source of inspiration for others. Now, people are always going through suffering, pain, and adversity, and they're not understanding how to cope with it or deal with it. So part of going through a spiritual change and a spiritual awakening and transformation is that you overcome your suffering, pain, and adversities. But how do you go through a spiritual change, and what is the process of that? The process of a spiritual change is basically doing the 5 spiritual practices: prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking, journaling. If you do the 5 spiritual practices, then your psyche and your psychological mind changes. If your psyche and your psychological mind changes, then your human being changes, and then that's what changes your life into finding the light that's already within you, right? Once you find the light that's already within you, then you start to do the work of helping other people, giving back and making a difference, which is basically discovering the no self and selflessness. Now, many spiritual teachers and spiritual philosophers have been talking about this. How do you change humanity? How do you change people? How do you change human beings? It's not like that important just to try to change everybody, because some people can change and some people can't change. But what's important is if you change yourself. If you change yourself, so change your mentality, change your behavior, change your personality, change your actions, change what you do for a living, and change how you live your life. That is when the light is going to shine, and the light always comes out of you. Whatever's within you, within your life, needs to come out. Even the suffering, pain, and adversities you've been through needs to come out. anything that you've been through in life, any challenge that you've been through in life, any situation you've been through in life, or circumstances you've been through in life, can be used to help other people give back and make a difference. So you can use all your trauma, all your past experiences, all the things that's happened to you to help other people in what they're going through and to support people with what they need help with. Now, it's important to realize that, there's a spiritual contribution that needs to be made, right? And, you know, regardless of what you've been through in your life and what challenges you've experienced, the spiritual contributions still need to be made, right? So you have to find a way to learn how to overcome your suffering, pain, and adversity. And that's going to be different for every individual. For myself, for example, I've been through mental health and homelessness. And then I received support from Paul Dorrington and Karen Mitchkin, who helped me from my, mental health and my homelessness. Then I learned things in the work of helping other people, giving back and making a difference. But that's my journey, because obviously I've lost my home and all of my possessions in a fire, and then became completely homeless in the 30th of September 2014. So I've had to overcome my suffering, pain and adversity in ways in helping other people. And any person, can overcome the suffering, pain and adversity. They need to find the right support, they need to find the right help and the right guidance, right? For you need to find, a person or people or communities where you can learn more about yourself. Journaling is very important to discover yourself. And if you do the 5 spiritual practices, prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking and journaling, you will discover new things about yourself, discover the light that's within you. Now, sometimes the true light in life comes from pain. They say if you've gone through pain, that you can empathize and be compassionate to how somebody's feeling and what they're going through. Now, Jesus Christ, Jehovah and Buddha doesn't want us to go through pain in life, but because life is a long journey and a long road that we're all walking down in our own personal way and in our own humanity, there's going to be bumps along the journey, there's going to be turns along the journey, there's going to be crooked roads, there's going to be things that slide us off our journey, there's going to be challenges that happen to us, there's going to be life experiences we go through, there's going to be loss, there's going to be bereavement, there's going to be pain, there's going to be suffering, there's going to be adversity, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be problems, there's going to be situations, there's going to be so many different things that we experience as a human being. But this is all part of the journey, right? So your pain can be your source of light, your suffering can be your source of light, your adversities can be a source of light, and then this is basically what needs to come out. You need to be authentically yourself, 100% yourself. Show your flaws, show your mistakes, show your successes, show the things that you've learned along your journey, show your inspirations, show your encouragement, help people in what they're going through, support people with what they need help with, understand people's challenges and their difficulties and how you can best serve them and support them. Now, the light that is within you is the light that comes out of you. So whatever you've experienced in your life, that light is the source of who you are, and that makes you who you are. For me, going through, homelessness and mental health difficulties has been the most devastating thing of my life. It's actually affected my life in every single way. But I can't stop, just not continuing to live my life. I still need to get up every day. I still need to do work within my life that's very important to me, that gives me meaning and value. I still need to try to find a way to overcome my feelings and emotions. I still need to find a way to show the light and overcome any difficulty that I face. So for you, it's important to realize that, no matter what you're going through, it can be a source of inspiration to others, because others have been on a similar journey to you in their own way. So they may need some encouragement, they may need some motivation, they may need some guidance, they may need you to talk to them and help them in what they're going through. When I first met Paul and Karen, Paul obviously helped me in what I was going through, and he's been through similar life experiences to me when it comes to mental health difficulties. Karen, she was a psychologist, but she can empathize and understand my suffering, my pain, and my adversity. So what I'm trying to say is that no matter what you've experienced, it can be a source of inspiration. And I think the pain that you've experienced to every human being can be a source of inspiration to others. So trauma, abuse, suffering, pain, and adversity, whatever you experience, can be a source for somebody else, and you actually can use what you've experienced to help somebody else. So what I'm trying to say is the light is within you already. You already have the light within you, and that light needs to come out of you. So you need to find a way to bring it out to the world. It could be through podcasts, it could be through books, it could be through videos, it could be through working, either volunteering, career, jobs, employment, business, entrepreneurship, faith and spiritual, or any opportunities where you can help other people. You could do talks, you can do videos, you could do podcasts, you could do audios, you could do messages, you can do sermons, you can write blogs. There's so many ways of how you can inspire people and help other people. But you need to bring the light out, and I think that's what Jesus Christ and Jehovah and Buddha's asking us to do. You don't want us just to go through suffering, pain and adversity and not pay it forward for somebody else. I think there's a magical thing in life where if you have suffered the most, gone through the most pain, gone through the most adversity, that gives you the authority and that gives you the inspiration to do leadership work. And leadership work is basically just building communities, helping other people, being a source of good, like actually doing good work for good causes and trying to focus on helping other people, giving back and making a difference. Now focus all your energy, all your time, all your effort, all your actions on helping other people, giving back and making a difference. And if you can actually contribute, help other people, serve people, make a difference, then you'll be living your spiritual legacy now, and you'll be doing the good work for Jesus Christ, Jehovah and Buddha. And this is what the light is all about. The light needs to be the source of inspiration to others who are in darkness, who have loss of hope, loss of faith, loss of encouragement. They don't know what to do in their life. So be the source of inspiration for the poor, for the needy, for the vulnerable, for the captives, for the people that really need help and support. And overcome your own suffering, pain and adversity in your own way, whatever that looks like. If you need professional support, get professional support. If you need therapy, get therapy. If you need counselling, get counselling. If you need psychology, get psychology support. If you need to do like a hobby or activity that keeps you engaged, like going to the gym or football or anything like music that keeps you motivated towards your purpose and your calling, then do that. But remember, the light is already within you and the light needs to come out of you. So make sure you shine your light, be the source of inspiration, help other people, help humanity, help the universe, and try your best to leave a spiritual legacy for others. Okay, thank you for listening. This is quite a deep message, and I hope you find the light within yourself. And I hope that light comes out of you. Okay, thank you now. Bye.